In this video, we take a look at the top 8 simulation games coming in 2022. Way of the Hunter is an upcoming simulation game in which we take the role of an experienced hunter who has just taken over his grandfather's hunting cabin. The game features 2 large open-world hunting areas, one in the United States and one in Europe, with an area of over 140 square meters each. Various biomes provide players with vast and beautiful natural areas to explore. Hunters are challenged to observe the animals' tracks while carefully stalking and avoiding detection. Way of the Hunter's extensive selection of authentic hunting gear and weapons, including licensed guns and binoculars, amplified by realistic firearm handling and bullet physics. We are hunting for various animals. They have realistic behavior models, which applies both to their reactions to our presence, as well as their habitats. Way of the Hunter is confirmed to be releasing on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC with no definite release date. Experience realistic weapons and discover dozens of different animal species alone or together with a friend. Ranch Simulator is about running and caring for a long destroyed ranch that belonged to your grandfather. The first thing that needs to be done is of course renovating or destroying old buildings and build a new ones. Materials, equipment and vehicle can be purchased from shops that can be reached by car, and wood can be obtained by cutting down trees. The player's task is to build stables, feed the animals, process livestock products, and sell them to shops to earn money, which is then used to upgrade equipment, vehicles and more. You can also hunt in the forest around the ranch, but you should be wary of wild animals. One thing that adds to the excitement of this game is that you can play single or 4 players co-op. Ranch Simulator is still in the early access and you can already play this game on PC only. If you are enjoying this video, please subscribe and share the video. Paralives is an upcoming life simulation game similar to The Sims. As we all know, Electronic Arts has dominated the life simulation game genre for the past 20 years. EA must start to be wary because a competitor from their The Sims game has just arrived. Paralives comes with a fresher gameplay. You can move your character and decorate your house much more flexibly here. You are free to build houses, create characters and manage their life in and around the open world city. The game features innovative building tools that are easy to use but very powerful for advanced builders. In this game, builders are not limited to squares. Players can build walls of any length and from any angle. Paralives doesn't have a release date yet and is coming to PC only. Seeing developers actually care about their game is like a breath of fresh air. Alaskan Truck Simulator is an upcoming truck driving simulator set in the ruthless environment of Alaska. This game is not much different from other truck simulator genre games, such as Euro Truck Simulator 2 and American Truck Simulator. But unlike other driver simulators, you become a trucker, not a truck. You are a real person behind the wheel, so gameplay is not limited to driving. You will need to pay attention to the basic needs of both man and machine. You can become hungry or tired. Your truck needs maintenance too. Fuel it, change oil, put on chains in winter. The player's task is to delivering cargo that require driving to places that are difficult to reach and potentially dangerous. So always drive with caution as you may lose your cargo or damage your truck, ending up in debt instead. As you progress your career, you will gain access to better trucks or equipment, and you will also be able to take on more challenging missions. This game expected to launch in 2022 and will be released on PC, PS4 and Xbox One. Finally, I can experience Alaska in a video game. SimRail 2021 is an upcoming simulation game which we can take the role of a train driver or try our hand at being signaler. You can choose between high speed, long distance and suburban Europe today, or travel back in time to the 80s and ride a steam train on the Upper Silesia SimRail line, Poland. There are about 500 kilometers of real routes made with all the details. You can become a train dispatcher and take care of your station, prepare the path for the train, operate crossover based on the timetable and rules. You can also play the game in co-op mode with other players, where you can be a train driver or dispatcher with real-time weather and communication. SimRail 2021 is expected to launch in Q2 2022 for PC only. Climber: Sky's the Limit is an upcoming simulation survival game in which we take the role of a climber who climbs the most difficult and dangerous peak on Earth. In the game, you need to plan your trip carefully by preparing the right equipment, choosing the appropriate trails, face extreme weather conditions and survive. We can look at the map of the mountains and choose the route is the best to reach the top, taking into account the weather condition and the weather window. Keep in mind that the shortest route is not always the best. Sometimes the longer route is easier and safer. Every expedition is different, and the journey to the top is a huge challenge. You will face various obstacles such as blizzards, ravines, vertical walls, steep tracks, ice slopes and gaps. Traverse dangerous paths using special equipment such as ice axes, rescue ropes or carabiners. Climber: Sky's the Limit is expected to launch in early access in second half of 2022 for PC only. House Flipper 2 is an upcoming simulation game where you become an interior and home designer and start your own business. Working on orders, renovating, decorating houses and selling them for profit. Buy and place beautiful home design items and arrange the interior according to your wishes using various tools, such as hammers or brooms. The player has the task of bringing the damaged or neglected to a usable state. House Flipper 2 is confirmed for a 2023 release. No platforms have been announced, but it's safe to say that it will eventually reach all consoles after the initial PC release like the first entry. Kerbal Space Program 2 is a space flight simulator game, in which players are tasked with helping a small space vehicle on a mission to navigate the stars by helping them to build infrastructure and rail ships they need to survive. Kerbal Space Program 2 continues to carry out the fundamental aspects of its predecessor, such as building a space program and creating spaceships, but go a step further and allow us to assemble stellar cruisers that can carry the Kerbals, cute green-skinned aliens, away from their solar system. Kerbal Space Program 2 allow us to establish colonies on other planets. This opportunity is indeed interesting, but it gives players a new challenge as they have to adapt to the situation and the gravity of the place. Then we need to gather resources to build buildings, space stations, residences and to produce fuel. The game will be released on all PC sales platforms including Steam, while the console version will be released after the PC version is released. In which games are you really interested? Please put your thoughts in the comments down below and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, see you in the next video. Goodbye.